Imagine a place where the entire knowledge of the ancient world lived under one roof. A place so vast, it made the seven wonders of the world look small. A place where geniuses calculated the size of the earth, invented steam engines, and wrote poetry so beautifully it brought emperors to tears. This was the Library of Alexandria, the closest thing humanity ever had to a time machine. And then, it vanished. But how? Was it burned by a power-hungry emperor? Erased by religious zealots? Or did it simply fade away, forgotten by a world not ready for its secrets? But what was really lost when the Library of Alexandria fell? Was it just a collection of ancient texts, or something far more profound, an opportunity for humanity to leap forward in science, philosophy, and innovation centuries earlier than we did? This documentary seeks to uncover the truths, myths, and possibilities surrounding the Library of Alexandria and how its destruction shaped the course of human history. Our story begins not with a library, but with a funeral. In 323 BCE, Alexander the Great lay dead in Babylon, his empire splintering like broken glass. But one of his generals, Ptolemy, had a vision. He stole Alexander's body, hauled it to a tiny fishing village on Egypt's coast, and declared, "Here we will build a city to outshine Athens, a city of light, not just for warriors, but for thinkers." And so Alexandria was born. But Ptolemy didn't want just another capital. He wanted to conquer the greatest frontier of all knowledge. The Library of Alexander was founded in the Egyptian city of Alexandria around the 3rd century BCE, during the reign of Ptolemy I Soter, a general of Alexander the Great. It was part of a larger institution called the Mouseion, dedicated to the Muses, the goddesses of arts and sciences. The goal was ambitious: to collect all the world's knowledge under one roof. Every ship that entered the port of Alexandria was searched for books. If found, the scrolls were copied, sometimes without the owner's consent, and the originals were kept in the library, while the copies were returned. This scroll held a secret that could have changed history: proof that the Earth orbited the Sun. But without the library's copies, Aristarchus's work vanished, and humanity kept believing the universe revolved around us. The library wasn't just a collection of books. It was an intellectual hub that attracted scholars from all corners of the known world. Thinkers like Euclid, Archimedes, and Eratosthenes studied and taught there, laying the groundwork for advancements that still influence us today. The true scope of the library's contents is unknown, but historical accounts suggest it held anywhere from 40,000 to 400,000 scrolls. These texts were written in various languages: Greek, Egyptian, Hebrew, Persian, and Sanskrit, covering subjects as diverse as science and mathematics, the works of Aristarchus, who proposed a heliocentric model of the solar system centuries before Copernicus; philosophy, lost dialogues of Socrates and unpublished works by Plato and Aristotle; history and geography, maps and documents that might have revealed ancient trade routes, early theories of global geography, and knowledge of civilizations long forgotten; medicine, texts containing ancient medical practices that could have advanced modern medicine centuries ahead of its time. Contrary to popular belief, the Library of Alexandria likely didn't fall in a single catastrophic event. Instead, it faced a series of misfortunes over centuries, such as Julius Caesar's siege, 48 BCE. During Caesar's civil war, parts of the city were set on fire. Ancient historians like Plutarch suggest that some scrolls may have been destroyed in the process. The rise of Christianity, 3rd–4th century CE. As Christianity became the dominant religion, pagan institutions, including the library, came under attack. Theophilus, the Patriarch of Alexandria, ordered the destruction of pagan temples, which may have included sections of the library. The Muslim conquest, 7th century CE. A controversial claim suggests that the library was destroyed during the Muslim conquest under Caliph Omar. However, many modern historians doubt this narrative, citing a lack of concrete evidence. Rather than a single blaze reducing the library to ashes, it's more likely that neglect, political instability, and religious persecution eroded its contents over time. After Caesar, the library didn't die. It withered. Ptolemaic kings stopped paying scholars. Scrolls rotted in damp storage. And then came the vultures. By 400 CE, the library was a ghost. Its last scrolls, sold in markets as scrap paper. Its halls, converted into churches. The greatest archive in history didn't die in a blaze of glory. It died with a whimper. We'll never know most of the library's treasures, but let's grieve what we know is gone. The plays of Sophocles, 120 works reduced to 7. Sappho's poems, the 10th muse, now survives in fragments, like a shattered mosaic. The Carthaginian archives. Rome burned Carthage's libraries, but Alexandria had copies, until it didn't. These weren't just stories, they were memories. Carthage's side of the Punic Wars, erased. Egypt's history before the pharaohs, gone. The library wasn't just a building, it was humanity's diary. What if the library had survived? Would we have landed on the moon in 1500 CE? Would diseases like cancer have been cured centuries ago? We'll never know. But we do know this. The library's loss forced humanity to relearn what it already knew. Copernicus spent his life discovering Aristarchus' heliocentric theory. Newton wrote, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." But what if those giants hadn't been toppled? The library's real lesson isn't about loss, it's about fragility. Today, we face our own Alexandria. Digital archives can vanish with a power surge. Languages die every year. And as you watch this video, 1,000 Wikipedia pages are being deleted. So let me ask you, what knowledge would you risk everything to save? Efforts like the new Library of Alexandria, Bibliotheca Alexandrina in Egypt, aim to rekindle the spirit of the ancient institution. Digital archiving projects like Google Books and the Internet Archive strive to prevent the loss of human knowledge in the modern era. The true lesson of the Library of Alexandria isn't just about loss, it's about preservation, sharing, and the eternal human quest for understanding. The Library of Alexandria remains one of the greatest what-ifs in history. While myths have blurred the lines between fact and fiction, the loss of such a vast repository of knowledge continues to resonate today. In a world where information is more accessible than ever, the real question isn't just what was lost, but what we're doing to ensure that humanity's knowledge endures for future generations. What was truly lost at Alexandria wasn't just scrolls or texts. It was the potential for humanity to be something greater, sooner. The lessons from this ancient tragedy still echo in our modern digital age, reminding us of the importance of protecting the knowledge that defines us. If you have enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you can get notified when next we post.